Should we be using hashtags when posting on LinkedIn? Now, this is a question I get asked lots and lots, and it's confusing for most people because some people think absolutely yes, we should be using hashtags when posting on LinkedIn. Others believe hashtags belong with Instagram and Twitter, but the vast majority of people don't know one way or the other. So, in this video, I'm going to give you my answer to that. So stick around because it's coming up right now. So here we are on my LinkedIn profile. Don't forget to connect with me if you aren't already. So hashtags, should we be using them? Yes, no, or maybe? Well, let's explore. And for those who aren't overly familiar with hashtags, I'm going to show you straight away an example. So this is a post I did a few weeks ago or a month ago or whatever it was, just promoting one of my YouTube videos, creating polls. And I've added four hashtags. Hashtag Facebook, hashtag Facebook polls, Facebook for business, and my own name as a hashtag. So should you be using them or should you not? Well, it all depends on the objective of what you're doing here online on social media. If one of your objectives, and it should be, if one of your objectives is to help increase the potential engagement of any of your posts, then the answer is definitely yes, you should be using hashtags. Because the way hashtags work, it gives people another opportunity to search for content here online on LinkedIn, and not only here on LinkedIn, but on Twitter and Instagram and other places as well. That's why generally I'm always including anywhere between 2 and 5 hashtags. Here's another example of one of my posts, whether we should be including hashtags in our Twitter bio, and I've added what I believe are 4 appropriate hashtags, as you can see there. So by including them each and every time, you're just increasing the opportunity for you to be found online. So I actually created a poll yesterday here on LinkedIn. Do you use hashtags on LinkedIn? I wanted to get some feedback, and I've had how many votes so far? I've had 37 votes so far, and if I click on that, it shows me who the people are and that type of thing. But the vast majority of people are saying yes when posting myself. So 65% of people are saying yes, they do use hashtag when posting. And a few don't, but then equally other people utilize them when searching as well. So let me show you how we actually use the search function here on LinkedIn by searching with hashtags and how and why we would do that. So I'm going to go up to the search bar here on the top left-hand corner, and I'm going to key in a hashtag and a word. I'm going to key in Sydney, the city that I live in, and it's going to come up with a whole heap of auto suggestions. So LinkedIn, amongst many things, is a giant database and a search engine, and most people don't even use it at all, let alone for using hashtags. But I'm now searching on LinkedIn for hashtag Sydney, and what it's going to do, it's then going to bring up a whole big list, probably a never-ending list of posts, if I click on here over here for post, of people who've used the hashtag Sydney. And the algorithm's going to determine which one that they show first in that type of order. So what it's done, it's brought me up this particular post from a colleague of mine here in Sydney. I want to say a colleague, an online friend or a business friend, Edward Zia. And you see, Edward has used the hashtag Sydney in his post. So what he's done, he's highlighted himself flying back into Sydney, I think it is. What does he say? Love to share with you the fly of my old city. So he's old city of Melbourne. But the idea is I've done a simple search with the hashtag, and what LinkedIn are going to do is they're going to curate all of the posts and rank them for me using the algorithm for me to then identify what's happening in and around Sydney or what people are doing. This particular one here, again, from Diane Ewan, hashtag Sydney there, that type of thing. And if I scroll down, all of these posts, they should have, or if it's working correctly, and it will be, hashtag Sydney. So if you're in business or wanting to promote yourself, your business, your brand, or an event or whatever, by adding hashtags, it's a great way for people to actually find your content. But you might be saying, hey, Mark, I use LinkedIn, but I never search for hashtags. I don't even use hashtags, that type of thing. What we need to do is we need to remember it's not about us. It's about other people online and how they use hashtags and how they use LinkedIn. And increasingly growing, more and more people are usually using hashtags for searching, not only here on LinkedIn, but across all of the social media platforms. And going back to that poll that I created just under 24 hours ago here on LinkedIn, it's had impressions of 2,700. That means it's got in front of 2,700 people as they've scrolled through, and currently 37 of those people have voted. And the vast majority of people are saying 65% are saying yes when posting myself. But if we then go down to the bottom of it, only a very small people though are actually searching. So what are we all to be taking from that? Should we be posting? 100% for sure. Identify your top 2 to 5 hashtags that are relatable to that particular post and start including them in each and every one of your posts. And what you may well do is you may well find yourself, your posts start getting more engagements. Here we go, it's a photo of Edward again. Edward's quite prolific here on LinkedIn. You might start engaging and finding that the engagement on some of your posts or all of your posts starts to increase. And I'm going to leave it here on this particular image here of my home city, Sydney. But go to the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Are you using hashtags when posting? If not, why not? Are you searching on LinkedIn using hashtags as well? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're there, don't forget to connect with me here on LinkedIn. And if you're watching this video on my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well.